Hey guys, this is BVH Nightmare, and today I have a long-awaited review of a boot that I've been waiting to review for over a year, and it is the Nike SFB Special Field Boot. Alright, getting right into the boot, alright, not leaving any questions to worry about. Bam, here's the boot. This is the Nike SFB, the Special Field Boot. I've bought these boots before. I have a pair sitting off to my left, and I'm going to compare these later. This is a brand spanking new pair, bought literally an hour ago. And then the pair I have off to my left is about a pair that's about a year old and it's gone through hell and back through Iraq and stuff like that. So let's break into the boots and their little handy dandy nifty special field boot card / manual that they give you. Okay, so just going over their little manual that they give you. The first time I bought this, I didn't get one of these, or if I did, I threw it out right away because I didn't give a shit. But it goes over pretty much over a lot of stuff. They got how to do lock lacing, so the boots stay really secure. It gives you all the little specs and stuff like that. And when you open it up, it gives you a nice little diagram of how the boot's constructed and everything. Really cool, nice little add-on there for Nike. But we don't really care about that. We want to see what the boots look like. Okay, so starting from the top of the boot and working our way down, we basically have 10 major areas that I want to cover. Alright, the first area is the polyester woven shell. Alright, it's very quick drying, it's abrasive resistant, and it's very lightweight. Basically what that means is, you jump in a creek bed, or like what I happened in Iraq is we rolled over into a canal, and about 5 minutes after jumping out of the canal at 3 o'clock in the morning in Iraq, these boots were dry. And my feet were completely dry with the pair of socks I had on. Abrasive resistant, the old pair of boots that I have of these, there's very minimal wear along this polyester shell right here. And lightweight. It's what makes a pair of size 9 boots 15.9 ounces. It makes part of this boot that much lighter. Second area is the synthetic leather, leather overlays. What it basically means is it's this part right here by your heel. What it means is there's no break-in period to the boot, and basically it's very flexible. All right, this amount of flexibleness is the same amount I have in my old pair right here. All right, these boots feel the exact same as the boots I have that I wore for a year. All right, that's how good these boots are. All right, again, quick drying, lightweight, and durable. You can't beat that. The third area is on the sole of the boot. Alright, if you actually look in here, there is a very nice liner. I've had no problems with the sock liner, alright? And it moves with your foot, and it adds support and cushioning. I've had no problems with the cushioning of this boot and the sock liner that comes with this boot. I've never had to replace it. Alright, number 4 would be the ventilation holes over here. These also work as a water drainage, so when your boot does get wet, you can drain your water out of here and get your boots dry again. They keep the boots very cool. These boots also work well in cold. I just got back from a training area in Texas. It does get cold. Not very, but it does get cold for people who live in Texas. And these boots work superbly in the cold weather also. These drain water really well, and they keep your feet cool really well. The number 5 layer is the genuine leather footbed with a Kevlar liner. What this does is it's very comfortable, but it keeps your foot safe. It's part of a Kevlar liner, and so if you step on a nail or step on something sharp, it's not going through all the way through the sole of your boot up into your foot. Makes your foot very safe within the protection of your boot. Alright, the 6th area is the thermoplastic forefoot shielding. Alright, that's a tongue twister right there. What it is it's only in from about here up of the boot. And what it is it's a puncture resistant basically shield that's in the boot, kind of like the Kevlar liner that spans the whole boot, what it is, it's puncture resistant. I've had personal experience stepping on nails with my old boots, stuff like that. It works. You step on it and you feel this stop, and basically you're looking like, oh shit, I stepped on a nail, and it doesn't go through, and it really works. The 7th area is the anatomic cushioned, natural motion based midsole. All right, I'm reading off a script here. All right, so I can't say that from memory. But what it does is that it ensures smooth, supportive heel-to-toe transition. All right, so when you step in here and you bend, that heel section moves into this heel section moves independently from your midsection right here, and then it transfers over into the ball of your foot, and it leaves for a very nice foot motion that basically is very, very comfy and great flexibility. Alright, areas 8, 9, and 10 have to deal with the sole of the boot. Now we're getting into the sole. Alright, number 8 is the directional traction outer sole. It has reversed edges and a raised heel, which gives you better traction uphill and also downhill. Number 9 is the articulated midfoot. What it is this area right in here, this midfoot area, is separate from the heel and the ball of your foot, which gives you better comfort and better range of motion with the boot. And it's deeply spliced with flexed grooves. If you can't see it right in here, what it does is better range of motion. All right, these boots are all about range of motion. Number 10 is the sticky rubber forefront lugs, is what they call them, and basically exceptionally well traction on all terrain. I've had no problems with traction of these boots. All right, especially when they're new, because these boots are rugged as hell. Okay, so now we're gonna break into part of section of the review of where we're comparing and contrasting the new pair versus the old pair. All right, as you can see, new being in my right hand and old being in my left hand. All right, the color differences. All right, in my right hand you can see there's a slight color difference between the leather suede and the nylon fabric. All right, in the older pair, that color change has diminished basically. All right, the biggest difference you can see, these are both right foot boots also, is your tread pattern. All right, new one being on the right, old one being on the left. Look at the difference in tread. All right, the toe, all right, not very worn out. The ball of the foot, worn the fuck out. The midsection, destroyed. The heel, pretty much flat. All right, now defending these boots. All right, these boots have been put through a hell and back. All right, I beat the living shit out of these boots. All right, the reason that this sole right now is beat to living shit is because this is a hard rubber right here, and this is more of like a kind of a soft cushion. I wouldn't say foam, but it's very soft, and therefore it deteriorates a lot faster. And this part right back here, the rippled sole, is the same material up here, so it wears about the same at the same rate. Okay, comparing the boots again. Right one on the left, this one, new one on the right, old one on the left. All right, you can see the ventilation holes and water drainage holes. They're still there. No problems with them. Not gonna bitch and complain. The biggest difference you can see on this comparing and trash is the wear that this boot has received on its abrasive side. Now, right here, there's actually a story behind this. We actually had a fire, and I got diesel fuel on this part of the boot, and my boot started on fire. So I can say this will not happen 99% of the time. All right, if you want to pour diesel fuel on these and light them on fire, this will more than likely happen. But this is only because I had diesel fuel spill on my boot, and it started melting through my boot. All right. Saying again, laces. I have 550 cord in it right now because my laces started going to shit. All right, that's because diesel fuel, wear, they were just started turning to crap. The tongue of the boot, I don't know if you can see it, but you can see right here where your foot and your ankle start to come together. I'm actually just starting to get holes in the tongue where the foot and ankle actually meet, right in this area where there's a lot of bending motion. Not a big deal, very, very minimal, not a big concern. Alright, where the boot connects to the sole. Alright, the biggest concern I have is where the heel right here started to separate from the boot itself. This is the only problem I've had, is the heel started to separate. All I did was put some epoxy in there and it fixed the problem. I've never had any other problems with it. Only other slight problem is on the outside lip of your foot. I have some small separation here, but this is very, very minimal, and it doesn't concern me one bit. Alright, one thing I do want to point out to you guys is not the shrinkage, but the formality of the boot, how it forms to your foot really, really well. Both of these are a size 10 boot. Alright, these boots are both lined up as best as my crooked eyes can see. And you can see that the size 10, the new size 10 is slightly bigger than the old size 10. Reason being for this, as I've worn these boots and as I've washed these boots, they've shrunk a little bit to the size of my foot that's been around my foot. Now, these boots have been in water and have shrunk to my foot when they've dried and stuff like that. And you know what? I have no problem with that because those boots are a perfectly form-fitting boot at that point. Other than that, these boots are freaking awesome. For me, the positives and negatives for these boots: positives, alright, they fit great right out of the box. You can wear them 3 seconds after you buy these boots. One, they're from Nike, so you know that's made by a great company, they mean well, and you know that they can put out good products. Cons: pricing, $140, that's not that bad, alright? I'm willing to spend $200, $250 on my feet if need be for a good pair of boots. Second con is the tread and the sole, alright? It wears kind of quick for my liking. I have a pair of Rocky C4 trainers that are actually sitting right here that I have had for a year, and the soles are still really, and the sole and the traction on them is still really good. I'd like to see a little bit better made sole on these, but that's just one guy that really can't do much shit. Those are the only two cons I have for these boots. A little bit on the pricing and the soles. Other than that, these boots are superb. My rating for these boots is a 9.5 out of 10 for the simple fact that there's one, I love them, and two, I bought them again. So guys, this has been BVH Nightmare. Hope you enjoyed the video.